Hello, here is how you are going to put your mitosis information about the number of cells in each phase of mitosis. You're going to create a data table in numbers, and so go ahead and click plus and choose one of these tables, and then you are going to add the titles as you see right here. At the top, interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and then put the total. Over here, you're going to put number of cells, and then you can also do percentage. So the numbers that you see right here are just in there to show you the math, but they're not the actual numbers. You need to recognize that every little square here, rectangle, is a calculator. So to get this into calculator mode, you position the cursor into the cell where you want the math to occur, and then you can hit the equal button on the keyboard. If you don't have a keyboard, you double tap into this, and then the equal is right down there. So I'll hit that, and now you can see that it has a new bar with all these math functions at the bottom. So you could hit the word fx for functions that are already built in. And if I tap on that, it shows some recent ones and some categories. So you might toggle between the two. I don't know if sum is going to show up if you haven't had any recent ones. So I'll go over here, and then you would scroll down. That would be a numeric. And then you'd have to scroll down to the word sum. Select sum, and now look down at the bottom. It says sum of what values? And it has a blue color with the word value. That's highlighted. So notice I clicked out of it, and it gives me this exclamation point because there's an error with the formula. I'm going to double tap on that and then tap on the word value down at the bottom. And now we're kind of correcting things. So once it's selected, I'm just going to tap on the 30 here in interphase, and I'm going to grab that little right blue button and drag it over to the bottom. Now look at what it did at the very bottom formula. It said add up cell B2 to F2. So this is like playing Battleship. There's B and there's 2, and then there is F and then there's 2. So now you can see that it is all ready to go. So I'm going to hit the green check mark down over here to close out the formula. And it did the addition for me. I'm going to tap on the number 3, and it selects the entire row. I'm going to go up here to paintbrush, and then I'm going to go to format, and I'm going to format this as a percentage, and I can specify the number of decimals, so I'll keep it at 1. I'm going to go back here and have the cell calculate this so I don't have to pull out a calculator. So I'll double tap into the cell. Here I'm going to click equal, and now it's saying, well, what do you want to do with the calculator? Well, I want to divide 30, so I tap on that, and then I'm going to click on divide down here, and notice it put the division symbol right there. And then I'm going to click divide it by 80. And then green check mark down here at the bottom. And you can see that it did the math, and it formatted it to 1 decimal place. And I'm going to show you a quick way of doing this so I don't have to build out 4 more, which wouldn't be much of a trouble at all. But if you had 100 more to do, here's a shortcut. I'll go down to the formula, and I'll click on this up arrow, and I want to click on preserve the row and the column. And what that did is it put a $sign in front of what we're referring to as the column and the row, so that it's always going to be from that cell. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tap out of it, and then single tap, let go, single tap again, and I have a menu. I'm going to copy that formula, Now I'm going to paste that formula, selecting all these other rows. I could even do the last row. And then I'm going to paste formulas, and it does all the math for you. So from here, I'm going to make my chart. So I'll just select the ones that I want to do. Do not do the total because we're going to do a pie chart. Pie chart is going to have sum all of these phases up. I'll click on the plus key, and I want to make a chart. So I click on that, and I'm going to do a 3D chart. And there it is. Pretty cool. But it doesn't have a title, and we could do some other cool things. So now format the chart with the paintbrush. So I clicked on the paintbrush, and I want to turn on a title. And I can change the depth of the 3D. I can go over here to style, check this out. Data point names is pretty cool. I can position the labels on the outside, kind of like the inside. Double tap into the title, give it a name. Time spent in each phase of mitosis. Notice the legend is sort of in the way, so you can click into it and move it around so it doesn't get in the way. So that's what you need for this lab. Then you will export this as a PDF file, and I'll click export. And you're going to send it over to Notability. There it is. Send it over to Notability. Add it to another note, and then stages of mitosis, and away you go. It is now in your document. Only turn in one document.